What's up, everybody? Cinephile Mike here, and I am talking today with the writer, director, and producer Brandon Bernath for the music video Illionaire for the artist Zoe Fromer. Brandon, how are you today?
Very well, very well. How about you?
So you're joining us from London. How does it feel to have Illionaire be part of the very first inaugural London South by Southwest?
It's amazing. It's going to go down in history for sure. Yeah, it's an honor. It really is. Really is. Yeah.
So hey, I enjoyed the video a lot. What were your inspirations for this video? I mean, I have
Yeah.
some thoughts, but I want to hear from you first.
And I want to hear what your thoughts are for sure. I would say, just like American Grindhouse 70s, I would say Tim Burton. I would say, a part of the initial treatment, there was some Rob Zombie stuff there too, but at this point, I mean, maybe the initial influence, maybe a little bit of that, but yeah, American Grindhouse, a bit of Tarantino, of course. Yeah,
So I definitely saw the Tarantino influence. Um, I saw a little bit of like the Buffy the Vampire Slayer universe.
oh, that's
So
awesome. I love the original Buffy, the movie with Luke Perry. I love that
yeah,
movie.
so I saw some of the influence from the Buffy the Vampire Slayer realm of world.
Whoa.
The character Lorne from
Yeah.
the Angel TV series a little bit. I saw some inspiration there, maybe, or maybe it just synced. But
Yeah.
it was really
Let's
a
keep
nice
going. I
throw.
want to hear this. I love it. Yeah.
No, I just love the throwback of that Grindhouse era, like what Tarantino and Rodriguez did a few years ago. So it was
Totally.
a lot of
Totally.
fun. So when you were coming up with this, what was the collaboration like with Zoe when you were putting together what this video was going to be?
Yeah, I mean, she let me just kind of do whatever I wanted, honestly. And thank God she did because I mean, she gave me the whole album. She said pick a song. I found Illionaire. It was immediately speaking to me, and I kind of just like pitched this idea of like want instead of just doing a traditional music video, I wanted to do a short film and music video combination. She was very much intrigued about that. I
Yeah.
think she was. I think she might have also said like, "That's all good as long as she doesn't have to act." And I was like, "Don't even worry about it. I'll figure it out."
Yeah.
And so yeah, I mean, the collaboration between her and Zoe Fromer, or our collaboration was just like amazing from the onset. It was just we were both on the same page. Just kind of let me do. I pitched her the idea. I had a kind of a different, more a different idea at first, which was all going to be set in a living room, and like just a different kind of concept, but it was very, very demonic and wild. She liked it, but then I don't know, it just wasn't resonating with her. And then I was like, I do have this other idea of like a car chase. And she was like,
Yeah.
yes. I was like, okay, cool. So then I wrote that treatment. And she just ate it up. She loved it so much. So yeah, it's kind of how it happened.
Yeah. Well, and there's definitely that supernatural element, which is why I don't know if you could see, like I tried to pick like the best shirt I could find. Like I have my supernatural shirt on.
Sick. Sick. Okay, cool. Yeah.
So you have dabbled in a little bit of everything in your career. You've acted, you've produced, you've directed, you've written. What is it that you enjoy about the medium of working in music videos specifically? Because you've done several now.
Yeah, yeah, I have. It's my bread and butter, honestly. I definitely want to get into films. My next project is a collaboration with Vague Studios, which is a fashion brand. And I'm going to be making short film content for them. So I'm very excited about that. I'm a musician. My background, one of my backgrounds is also in music. I'm in this band called Abomic Toms, which is this punk rock band. Actually, we're opening for Billy Idol and Joan Jett at the Kia Forum September 25th. So that's gonna be crazy.
Nice.
Music videos is just like kind of, yeah. I mean, it's just an easy way to kind of break into the industry when you want to be making movies. Really, I've been just kind of like throwing the chips up in the air and seeing where they fall. So I mean, this has just been what's really going. So yeah.
Nice. Now, I love to ask this question whenever I have a chance to chat with a director because it's such a fun process. I've directed theater. I haven't directed film or
Oh,
music
cool.
videos, but I've directed in theater. So like I
Mhm.
have my tips, but I love to ask, um, as a director, what do you find is the one thing that is a constant for your practice, right? Like whether you're working with an artist, a music video, a short video, what is one of your constant practices as a director? Like, this is one of my main things to do, like how I work.
Oh, you mean as far as like, well, so I usually so as a director, I'm also the writer and producer. So I don't know what it feels like to just like get a piece of work and like direct it. I don't know what that's like.
Okay.
I always have to be a part of like the ground up.
Okay.
So the constant I guess would be, I would say, producing. I still have not directed anything without producing it as well. So I very much need to be a part of the whole process. I cast this thing as well. I'm so specific with costumes and the cars and the locations. I scout everything. Even on bigger shoots, like I have to at least go to the location once before shooting.
Right.
Like I can't just like base it off of video or whatever. I mean, also I haven't done anything that's like, millions of dollars quite yet, and so
Right.
I mean I've had the opportunity of like having the free time, having the time and the opportunity to scout these locations. But I would say, yeah, I mean, one constant is the ground up. I mean, is every aspect of it, I think.
Yeah.
I hope that answers your question. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Listen.
And if another director were to come up to you and say, I'm interested in trying to look at directing music videos, what would you say would be the best piece of advice you'd want to give them to kind of move into that field?
Oh, for music videos to direct me. Well, I would say, I mean, there's no rules. I mean, I think just making art, there's no rules at all. I would say be very, I mean, specifically with music, yeah, there's no rules, man. I say like, real, you've got to be real. Another good piece of advice would be like, how much money are you trying to make on the gig, and be really conscious of, your passion versus your pocket.
Right.
Like sometimes if a project really seems exciting for me, then I will sacrifice my cut bit more just to get the project made because
Right.
I want that the finished product is more important than the paycheck at the end of the day. So I would and then yeah, I mean I would, sometimes you don't have the luxury of like picking and choosing your favorite stuff. Sometimes you're going to be shooting stuff where you're not obsessed with the music and you're not obsessed with the hopefully you're obsessed with the idea. I mean, like I will always create a concept that gets me excited about the song or the artist, regardless if I don't initially, so create a concept that you're going to be jazzed about if you don't like the music or if the music doesn't completely resonate with you.
Mhm.
Make yourself like the music based on your ideas for what the
Nice.
video should be.
Nice. That's sound. Now, you said part of your constant is producing and working from the ground up. So we talked a little bit about the style of the influence specifically for Illionaire. I did go back and watch a few of your other music videos because I was trying to, get an idea of your fuller body of work. And I
Thank
see
you.
some through lines. So what would you say is for you in general an inspiration as an artist? Are there filmmakers you look to, music video directors that you look to that are constant for you, not just this, but in general?
It'd be Tim Burton and the Andersons, Paul Thomas Anderson, Wes Anderson, and Tarantino. I mean, those are my favorite. And then I love oh my god, I'm blanking on his name right now too. Harold and Maude, director. He's a writer as well. Hal Ashby, Hal Ashby, and then of course Kubrick. Kubrick's like the best. But yeah, I would say like trying to do something Tim Burton-y and yeah, I think I'm just obsessed. So I'm a first generation American. Both of my parents are Hungarian immigrants. I think that whatever American identity is just so important to me. I think because my parents valued it so much. So you'll see just like I don't know, like colorful, Fellini-esque stuff that's a little bit more of that my European background meeting with American filmmaking. I also love David Lean. Of course, Lynch is great. Now that Lynch is dead, I mean, I can't tell you how many people are like, are like being like, "Can you shoot something like David Lynch?" I'm like, right now, like everybody wants like David
Yeah,
Lynchian
right.
stuff, and it's like that's funny. So anyway, yeah, I love Lynch, but Lynch was a bit weird for me. I do, I do love his style, but
Yeah.
I think that more like funny, in your face, colorful stuff is really like my vibe. I also love like Fifth Element. I
Okay.
love
Luc
um
Besson.
Lucas on. Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
I love the professional too, but yeah, but like Fifth Element is my jam.
Nice.
Is my jam.
Well, and I can say I saw the Burton influence with a lot of the videos of yours I did because I see like a lot of the hollowed eyes seem to be a constant with a lot of the performers. So
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
the
well
the,
also
the deeply made up eyes.
Terry Gilliam is also a huge influence on me too with angles, you know.
Mm,
So yeah, I just think that like Tim's angles and his colors is like I'm always trying to just like steal some Tim Burton stuff. But he wasn't a writer. I was always
right.
blown away that Tim never wrote a single script. It blew my mind. I mean, obviously, like Beetlejuice and Edward Scissorhands are like characters that he created, but
Yeah.
Beetlejuice wasn't even real. I mean, yeah, he created the characters, maybe not even how they looked. Scissorhands, he created that look, but yeah, I mean, so yeah, having that like I mean, he's an artist, right? Like he has a
Yeah.
very strong aesthetic. So yeah, but I come from more of a, I would say, writing and visual background. Yeah.
Nice. So I know you gotta get going soon. So just one last question I want to bring back to Illionaire. So when people see the video, whether they get to catch it at South by Southwest London or where they catch it on YouTube, where the video is streaming,
Yeah.
what do you hope people take away from it when they watch it?
Oh, I just hope that they're overwhelmed with they're just overwhelmed with curiosity and just like I love um just like juicy frames where like every frame is just like like Wes, Wes and Tim, like every frame is just packed full of something exciting and colorful. I hope to like feel a more of like a rock and roll kind of sensibility and danger that maybe Wes or Tim didn't have, or something like that. I very much want to be considered an American, director. Whatever that means to you. I have my own definition of what that means.
Right.
But this sense of abandon, I think, is like super important to me. And I hope that when you watch my films, that you feel this sense of abandon, this like freedom in a
Right.
sense. So anyway,
Nice. Well, Brandon, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me. Enjoy London, enjoy the festival, and all the best of luck with the video as it continues.
thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.